All right, today we're doing function notation. Equations can be written in a form called function notation. We use this as a quick way to evaluate functions for a given input. For example, we have y equals 2x minus 8, and it can be written as f of x equals 2x minus 8. So this actually reads as f of x equals 2x minus 8. So to evaluate a function for a specific value, substitute the value in for x. On number 1, we have f of x equals x plus 7. And for our a, we have f of 5. So what they did was they replaced this x with this 5. So what we have to do is just evaluate the function for 5. So we take our calculator, we go to y equals, we put x plus 7 because that's what the function was. We go to the table, and since this 5 was actually an x before, we go to the x side, we look at 5, our actual y value for this function would be 12. So f of 5 equals 12. Now this one right here will be f of negative 1. So they want us to evaluate the function at x value of negative 1. So we have to look on our table at negative 1, and our y value is 6. Now this one's a little bit different. Here they give us f of x equals 16. This means that the y value is 16. Notice how the x is still there and we still have the variable x. So instead of going on x on our table, we have to look for 16, but on the y side. Here's our y value of 16. Our actual x value that's missing is 9. So let's try a different one. Number 3, we have h of x equals 2/3 x minus 1. So go to the y equals, take that off, bring up a fraction, 2/3 x minus 1. Here they want us to evaluate the function at negative 3. So this is h of negative 3. So go to our table, go x to negative 3. Our y value should be negative 3. Next problem. We have h of x equals 7. And as I said this before, this is actually the y variable, h of x. So they want us to find y as 7 and figure out what x is. So it looks like we have to go all the way down to x value of 12. So our x value equals 12. Next we have h of 9. So that means that x is 9 and y value is going to be 5. So h of 9 equals 5. All right, we're going to skip over to number 11. All right, so here we have a word problem. Anthropologists use the length of a certain bones of human skeletons to estimate the height of a living person. One of these bones is the femur. To estimate the height in centimeters of a female with the femur length of x, the function h of x equals 61.41 plus 2.32x can be used. Okay, a lot of that information is just fluff. So what we need to do is use this equation right here, this h of x. So put that in the calculator. It was 61.41 plus 2.32x. Go to our table. What they want us to find is h of 46. So they want us to evaluate this function at x value 46. So let's go to 46 on our x. I'm gonna take a little bit. And right there. Here we got h of 46 equals 168.13. Now, so what does this mean? So we need to figure out what this y value means. In the word problem, it says to estimate the height in centimeters of a female with the femur length of x. So what they want is the height in centimeters of a female. So our function value 168.13 is actually 168.13 centimeters. All right, let's clear that out. Let's go to number 12. Here we have a graph. If you notice, it says f of x. All the f of x values are the y values. Inside the parentheses, those are x values. So this is an x value. The actual f of -4 is the y value. So what we do here is look for the x value of -4, which is -1, -2, -3, -4. Here's -4. We need to find out where this graph, this curve, is at -4 x value. So if this is -4 on the x, and the f of x is y, we need to find out where that hits, which hits right here. And this is 1, 2. So f of -4 is actually 2 for this graph. F of 0, since the parentheses has all the x variables, this 0 is an x. So here's your x for 0. So this graph has a y value at 0, which is actually 0. But also, if you notice, there's also another graph value all the way over here. No, I'm sorry, no. That's not what I meant. Let's go on to the next one. C, f of 2. F of 2, x is right here. So here our y value at 2 is -2. F of 5, x value is 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And our y value here is -1. F of x equals 4, that means that the y value is 4. So we have to look at where the y value is 4. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4. Here's the y value of 4. Where is the graph hit this 4, which is actually right here. We need to find this x value for this point. Well, it looks like it's going to be -1, -2. -2 should be fine. It's close enough. So x equals -2 for that one.